Hi, this is Chris to Create, and I recently watched a video from the YouTuber I do not know and I've never watched in my life, but the title really caught my eye. It was If You Are 18-29 years old, please watch this video. Pretty clickbaity, but I click it anyway. And well, I feel that as a person, I have my life very well put in general. Like I know who I am, I know where I'm going, sort of. And this is like part of the reason I wanted to watch this video in the first place, and why I'm talking about it right now. Pearly, this YouTuber comes really strong with really solid life advice and very good editing, if I say so myself, even though I don't really restrain myself with editing for weeks for a single video. I did that once and I did not upload that video until more than a year later, which was fucking insane and so bad for my mental. Which is this one about my first photo shoot, like my DIY Vogue style photo shoot I did in like my third floor of my home back home. This is a photo shoot I did with some friends that I used to have in uni, so I'll leave it down below in case anyone is curious. Self-promotion aside, she and I'm so sorry if I'm misgendering you, but you gave me queen vibes, so this is coming from a place of love, I swear. She goes on about how you are told two very contradictory things in life. One, that your 20s are the most valuable years of your life. That you should travel and experience the world and, live your life to the fullest. But then, because we live in an, excuse my language, a capitalist hellhole, that you should be working and saving and planning your life, and if you don't have everything solved by age 30, you are done for. And well, this sucks, right? I don't need to tell you that it sucks. Go watch her video, please, if you want to hear more about this topic. But this is not what exactly inspired me to make this video you're watching right now. I think that I was very aware of this topic she explains. I have a lot of confidence in my ability to move forward without really thinking about stuff other than evolution. I don't like staying still, so I tend to gravitate towards not caring about all of this external pressure and noise were put throughout our youth. Because, it's useless, it's just fucking noise. Well, even though it used to bother me a lot, but that's past. So I wasn't really paying much attention until she said this little phrase: "The
Paths
paths
do
do
not
not arrive
arrive
right;
right,
we
we
make
make
them
them
so."
so.
And well, that really struck me in a deep way. Recently, I have been struggling so much with the world we live in. Things out there are bad, like really bad. People are getting hurt, forests are getting burned, and well, I, at age 22, feel like I need to do something to help the world. That kind of feels that's a thing I should do as a young person. Even though I'm just one individual in a world full of people who can and know how to at least help, I feel as if I need to act upon this burning feeling, this passion for striving at making the world a better place. I have this idea that if you want something in life, you get it yourself, because nobody will get it for you. And if you want the world to change, the first that has to change is you. So it's a whole ordeal. And I've been feeling stuck between this desire to help in one hand and this other desire to keep walking my own path, making and constructing my life the way I want it to, the way I have dreamed of my whole life. And it's not easy being in a crossroads, in any kind of crossroads for that matter. It really isn't. So, why do I have to choose between my values as a person and the safety of my family, or the family that one day I want to have? But then she said this, and it was like I understood something that I already knew but forgot, kind of. And that is the fact that if my dream is to help people, but to make that happen, I have to achieve certain things in life first. That is perfectly fine, and nobody should feel in a rush to change the world all of a sudden. The world is still going to be there, even if you personally can't afford the time, energy, or money to help right now. But at the very least, one more person that is us in this fight, in this fight to save the world, quite literally. That is one we didn't used to have, so welcome aboard, welcome to the truck of people that really want to make things better for all of us. Even if that way is donating to charity, working in community centers and kitchens, giving a hug to your mom, saying hello and goodbye and thank you and I love you to people that don't hear nice things very often, that is way more important than we think. It is always the little things that make the biggest difference in the world. Like, I swear, do not underestimate the power of individuals. That is why, for example, voting matters, We, like, the narrative of the world right now is is created to make us feel powerless. It's part it's part of the idea of this, this society we live in, to make us feel like we cannot do anything, but we can. From small things, we really can do something. We can do a lot, actually. So the final two ideas I want to live with, well, three actually. The first one is that if you feel stressed and anxious about your life and what to do and who to be, watch this video in Screen by Pearly. I think that's how you say her name. I'll leave it in the description as well. And second thing, this idea that I got from another video from Hank Green, a great science communicator in YouTube, one of the OGs, if I say so myself. And it is this idea that I have always followed. But he just said in better words, don't follow your dreams, follow your tools. I have always believed in following the path of lowest resistance. And that makes me sound really lazy, actually, as if I always did what's the easiest. And yes, that is the idea, to always do what is the easiest and most logical for the set of abilities that you have available, you were given, and that are like in your reach. And also, this is the most important bit for me, and that you have the driving forces that support behind you. It's not about being lazy, it's about doing whatever is in your grasp and never stop moving towards the future. Because if we get hung up on every little detail along the way to achieve our dreams, we will never achieve anything from the beginning. Pearl talked about it in her video about this, but Hank Green said this very insightful idea that you should follow your dreams, you should follow your tools. Again, he goes really deep in this in the video, so please watch it if this is something interesting to you. I will leave it down below as well. But to summarize the idea, if we always go for what's the most difficult to do, because it feels right, because it's what we were thought to do, not only we will get tired before reaching the finish line, we might just not have the right motivation to start in general. Life is not all about discipline, It's not everything about fucking discipline. It's about a driving force that pushes us forward. Call it ego or call it, ambition or call it whatever you want. It's a force that's supporting you in one way or another. Like, self-discipline is not enough. We're not machines, we're people. And this driving force as well makes it so what may be easy for some and difficult for others and vice versa is all about perspective as well. Say I like to train. I really like to train and, work out and stuff. And I go really, really hard and to grow and build muscle. And not because it's what I want to do, but because it's like the most logical thing to do. Like, I'm training, so I should do this. This is the logical thing to do if I want to, per se, build strength. But if I go into something new with a set of values that are not my own, well, that's just free suffering for me and for everybody around me that I'm trying to do this. And we have enough suffering in the world, so no. Again, this is a bit rambly, so please watch the Hank Green video if you're interested. He's amazing for real, like, I love that guy. And final idea, to close it out, and this is for all my homies that are really struggling with keeping a positive mindset with everything going on in the world right now. This is going to sound silly, but please bear with me. Have faith. I'm being for real. Just have faith for a moment. Trust that your fellow man and woman and everything in between are working really hard to make the world a better place. Trust that the people in charge of keeping the world safe are doing everything in their power to do so. And I'm not talking about big corporation. I'm not talking about presidents. I'm talking about doctors. I'm talking about people in the community, teachers, cooks. The community wants to be safe. The proletarian, if I say so myself. I'm not talking about people that literally run the world. I'm talking about the people that care about us. And please, please, trust that the world is not going to explode tomorrow if you don't throw everything away in order to save it. Humans' biggest hubris is thinking that we, as individuals, can understand just how immense the world really is, how immense the universe is in that matter. So don't go thinking that if you don't do something to make it better, you're a bad person or losing time. As I said earlier, even the little things helps a ton, which might sound contradictory. This is not about doing little things, it's trying to do a lot of things at once. So just do what you can, please. Everybody, I'm telling you, gets a chance to do something big. Just wait for yours. And well, that was Excuse to Create, and thank you for watching. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.